Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. So when you deal with all-terrain vehicles, it seems that sometimes they find and you almost have to avoid them finding you. There is one last bike I would like to add to my collection here. It probably won't be the last of the last, but from a collection point of view, I would like to add a Yamaha Blaster to my collection. Now, buy me a typical Blaster in nice shape, cosmetically good, engine recently redone, or a stock engine without too many miles on it. You're looking at $1,000 bill, plus or minus a couple $100, right? If they're really nice looking, something like $1,200, right? Once again, if you work at it, really work the deal, really pay attention to Craigslist, Facebook, Let It Go, all of those, you might find it. Call it $1,000 bill. Once again, plus or minus a couple hundred, but you can find one in nice shape for somewhere around $1,000. Many of you know that I recently had a deal up in North Adams, and what I did was, I told him, hey, if you run across anything else, let me know. And he ran across this Blaster. Okay, you can see right up front, it's either missing the front fender or they're trimmed. That's a side view. I want to be careful that I don't give information away on this person without his permission, right? Now, the story he's telling me on this rig is he got it from his cousin who just had the engine rebuilt, and it starts, and I'm even going to play you a video on that. And here's the engine. Sounds like your typical two-stroke. Anyway, here's the commentary after that. What do you think? Got the photos. The clutch is stuck. It will not disengage. That's me asking the question. It's not stuck. moves it just won't engage. I had it apart the other day and moved the way everything was supposed to. It's just not engaging. And then my understanding to that is the clutch slips all the time. Got it from my cousin. He had the whole engine rebuilt. Probably right on not put together. This is me again. So once again, it slips or will not engage. When I pull in the clutch, nothing happens. But when you take the cover off, everything moves, so it's not stuck. So after all of that, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure if it slips or it's stuck. I mean, if it slips, it probably just needs the normal clutch plate service, right? No big deal. If it's stuck and somebody just rebuilt it, somebody could have left something out from being taken apart. Things could have kind of got rusted or lost lubrication inside the case, inside the clutch pack, that round heavy thing. So that might be why it's sticking. I mean, it might have got gummed up inside. I mean, no matter what, the cover has to come off on that side. The clutch pack needs to come out. It needs to be taken apart, and one needs to figure out what's wrong with it. He's asking $500 for this, and everyone could see it is not a showroom quad, being kind. Plus the clutch, I'm not positive what a clutch costs. Probably one could get aftermarket plates for it. I don't know, under $50. Call it $100 just to redo the clutch. So one has $600 in the ugliest blaster that ever roamed the planet, or one of the ugliest blasters that ever roamed the planet. My tendency is to pass on this deal. When I look at that quad and I look at the photos, and given that once again I can have a nice looking blaster for somewhere around $1,000, I think even if I gave him somewhere around $400 for that, I'd have to give him $400. I'd have to buy I have to fix the clutch, which takes me to $500, right? I'd have to put a decent looking set of plastics on there, and I'd kind of like to have the stickers also. I mean, I don't mind if it's got normal wear and tear, but I'd actually like it to look decent, right? And plastic, another, I don't know, $300 for by the time I put my hands on the stickers, another $100. You know what I mean? It's kind of getting to that magic $1,000 point where I could buy one all ready to go. And not only is it getting to the magic $1,000 point, what else is wrong with it? Do I need to do brakes on it? Is the frame, are the mounts for the plastics torn off the frame or cut off the frame? So now I got to start fudging that kind of stuff back into shape. So, you know, this is an example of a deal that I'm going to pass on. And I just wanted to go through the rationale why. Probably some of you will say, you know, it's not a Honda, so you should never buy it. Or you might tell me that, you know, who wants a two-stroke? Well, I do for the time. But, you know, forget about the two strokes. Or you might even tell me I have too much junk and to stop buying stuff. But this is the kind of stuff I go through all the time. Regularly deals come by. And by the way, if anybody's up near North Adams, Massachusetts, you know, I'll get permission from this person and I'll give you his phone number if anybody wants to buy it. But once again, he's after $500 on that, and I don't see it as being a $500 bill. I see it, quite honestly, as more like a $300 bill. So, and I really want to buy an off-the-shelf, pretty-looking blaster. I really don't want another trouble. I don't want a blaster project. I don't want to have to buy the blaster or then start looking for spare parts and, oh wow, I got a deal on a blaster, now I got two, right? I don't want to do that. I really want to buy one that's whole and complete, bring it home, drive it, take care of it, and the whole bit. So much like my 300EX, right? Not a project, just a start and run and ride type thing. All right, I want to thank everybody who dropped by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down. Don't keep your fingers down. Somebody will step on them. Keep your feet down, keep your heads up, and get out there and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.